Good morning, everyone. Today is the Tuesday, another only 5 days. Our Kathina will be on the Sunday. We have a few sponsorships for the monks and also for the ceremony, offering robes. This year I have encouraged members of our community to take robes home and keep it at home as a reminder, and also consciously, subconsciously acquiring merits, subconsciously conditioning our mind in the wholesome act that we are going to do. Oftentimes we only do it on the day and then we forgot. Or consciously we are aware that the Kathina ceremony is on a certain days and only plan for that day, and the rest of the other day we forgot. So subconsciously, in order to create that mindset, that's why I introduced to take the robe home and keep it at home. So every time when you see a robe lying on a table or on an altar, and it reminds you the Kathina ceremony. So when you think about the Kathina ceremony, then obviously mind feels joy, mind feels happy, and mind feels that on the 26th of October there is a Kathina ceremony. I would like to join and offer this robe. So you are creating the wholesome act every single day and every single night, every time when you see the robe on the altar. And that's the story behind. That I wanted everyone to be part of it and gain as much merit as possible for all of us before actual event even occur. And many members have taken away and many members haven't. Even yesterday there was a member, he came and offered a robe after 2 months of took away. And the reason he came to offer, because his disabled child, and there are possibility, uncertainty is there to come on time to offer a robe. So he came to offer beforehand. So he also, for 2 months, over 2 months, he kept that robe at home and then continued thinking about the Kathina. And then, despite the uncertainty of whether to make possible to join or not, he took it and then kept it on the altar. And yesterday, when he came to offer the robe, he had a full of a joy, and he even said that he is so happy to be part of this Kathina robe offering. So this Kathina robe offering is a timely offering, and it can be done only once in a while, in a year, and it can be done only once in one temple, and it can be done only in the presence of 5 monks or over 5 monks. So that's why it is a timely, so-called a kala dana, a timely offering, and which has got a lot of a merit due to lots of preparations, and then lots of people involved on this ceremony. And everybody is basically having the same vibe of offering as well as to celebrate and also supporting the center, the temples. So that's why it is a special offering robe or a special ceremony in the Theravada tradition. Obviously, it's been practiced from the time of the Buddha, from very early age, from the very early time after the Buddha established it. The reason of that simply to support the monks as they were just having a set of a robe or due to the rains and the wearing for some times eroded, got torn up. Now in those days, according to the Anguttara Nikaya, people give out of a veneration, people give out of gratitude. Now when we talk about people give with a veneration, it is simply to give to the teachers, to the ascetics, to the monks. In a modern day, it may seem a bit awkward or a bit bizarre to give teachers and venerable monks and priests and so on. But back then, in ancient time, it was a tradition that purely relied on others' offering. The teachers will rely on others, the students' offering. Priests and ascetics and monks purely rely on devotees' offerings, as they have decided to give up their assets and live on the others' generosity. And that is the reason it's giving out of a veneration is or was highly regarded as one of the best ways to gain the merits. And that's simply that the teachers and the ascetics and monks and priests were, and even probably now, not sure about the teachers in the schools or colleges, but in the monasteries and in temples, they are doing and helping. They are practicing for themselves, learning for themselves, as well as helping others to learn or teach others to walk the path, the right path, out of a compassion. So it is giving out of a veneration. And then with that again, seeing the amount of the work they do for the community and for the world, we venerate them, so we give support. Now, as they teach, as they help, as being who is served, like members of the temples, recognizing that they are teaching, they are helping us to learn the Dhamma, learn the practice and grow, and being a good guide, then out of a gratitude again will give. And here only not to giving the teachers and ascetics and the monks, this out of a gratitude, a giving regarded as giving to the parents, including someone who has done favor for us in the past. Now for the monks, in particular in Buddhism, for the monks, Buddha encouraged us to give 4 things: a robe, food, dwelling place, and a medicine. Now for the robe, once you have offered a robe, set up a robe, it can last for a couple of years. It's not an immediate thing that you have to offer. And the second, the food, now this is a regular need. Almost every single day needing it, not in a big amount, but sufficient enough to fill the stomach. And that is another reason why members of a community often eager to offer dana to the monks, knowing that they need it. And then the third one, a dwelling place. Again, once there is a center or a monastery, then it will last for a couple of decades. So it's not the problem, but maintaining is another story. So encouraging members to support by any means to maintain the center where monks can stay and practice as well as contribute to the community. And the fourth one is the medicine. Now it's again not that immediate need, required only when there is a physical ailments begins. So these are the 4 requisites encouraged to support. And these are, we can offer at any time, but this Kathina is only possible to offer on during this time, one full moon to the next full moon. So full moon of October to the full moon of November. So here in our center, I had a couple of years of thinking that in the modern day, robes last more than 3-4 years. Like the robe that I'm wearing, I'm not sure how many years now. So every year receive one, and as a result, every year whenever someone accompanies to stay vasa, I intend to offer them. Unless sometimes, some year, our members especially made a robe. So because having too many robes, I had this thought that maybe better not to organize this Kathina ceremony and keep away from a a lot of crowds. But again, another thought came that if we do not do certain events, certain traditions that in line with the time of the Buddha, then the essence will lost. And in the meantime, it is a way to raise funds to support the center. So that also will not have the opportunity, will put the temple in a vulnerable place. So that is the two reasons, I would say. And the first reason is to continue the tradition by encouraging members of a community to come and organize it. And with that organization, we have monks and we maintain the tradition. And that would be the main purpose. The raising fund is the secondary. With whatever amount we raise, that's fine. It's not the pressure on it. So with this in mind, then I always try to have a date fixed for the year, around the January time or a February time, after I have investigated the main temples like and Buddhapadipa, Wat Prasing and Wat Mahathat, and then choose one date that is not matched with these three temples, so that we can have monks come up to fulfill the 5 monks' quorum. So similarly, now this year we are having this in a few days' time. So I encourage members of the community to come and join and participate this ceremony, the Kathina ceremony.